Tonight's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. The Lakers begin the game with the basketball.
Let's do it.
Entering the game for LA, number 32.
Cook to bring it into the front court. 8-0 is the score. Here comes the screen. McGee powers it through. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good, other times things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
JaVale McGee with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Now a steal by Washington. Wall up against Cook. And the Lakers have the rebound. Throws it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Beal. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And a throwdown.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Into the front court. It's Wall. Trailing by 14. Beal to Wall. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
John Wall at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. It's Cook with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Wall into the front court. Trailing by 11. Has a chance. Offensive rebound. Andre Iguodala with the putback slam.
Dre still got those doyoings.
What do you mean, Jay?
When he jumps, it goes doyoing. No?
Doyoy what?
Okay.
The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Wizards with the basketball. Wall. Iguodala to the basket, but his shot won't fall. To Kyle Kuzma. And the finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys trail by 13. To Wall. To Beal. Five to shoot for Washington. To Wall. Fires the 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
to Beal. Anthony. JaVale McGee tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Wall up against Cook. To Anthony. Wall. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
To Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. No good. Iguodala to bring it up. Down 12. To Wall. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker, so the Wizards keep the possession. Beal. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Beal, he was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Wall, defended by Quinn Cook. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
John Wall, couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Lakers ball. JaVale McGee. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen. Wall to Beal. To Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
John Wall trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play. And the lead down to 11. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Jumper's good.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Wall across the timeline. Down by 15. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Gordon with it. He'll run the offense. Pass to the rim. Anthony Davis. 2 of 4 now.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Beal sizing up Eric Gordon. Los Angeles, they have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Wall to DiVincenzo. Short jumper won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Into the front court comes Wall. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Davis. Bradley Beal swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
DiVincenzo. And he's going to the line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Here's Rondo with it. Just under a minute to play in what's been a somewhat lopsided first quarter. To Davis. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
2 for 2 on that trip. Wizards have it. Wall to Thomas. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Finally, I mean finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Cousins. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
John Wall at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. That ends the first quarter with the Lakers in command. Head coach Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo to Thomas. Shot from the lane won't go. DiVincenzo to Thomas for 3. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. To James. Off the mark.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Iguodala to bring it up. Trailing by 15. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
LeBron James. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
DiVincenzo. From long range. Off the mark. No good.
Baby, it's game time. Make the next one. Next one.
Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Here comes the screen. DiVincenzo. Fight to shoot for Washington. Has a look. A shot, no good by Iguodala.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
DiVincenzo to Thomas. Anthony Davis sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Anthony Davis. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Wizards at the controls.
D up, baby.
Has a chance. It's no good. Not sure what he was thinking there.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
You hear coaches talk all the time about passing the ball on time and on target. As a passer myself, if I can deliver the ball to you in a position where I cannot give you options to think, but just go up and make the play easy, that's a win-win.
Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance.
Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul. Team foul number 2.
DiVincenzo to Thomas.
Hey, clear out. I got this.
Slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Defense, making the ball carrier work. Goes to the right side. Anthony Davis!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Thomas. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
LBJ with it. To Davis. James. Rondo. Wizards grab the rebound. To DiVincenzo. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
LeBron James matched up with Iguodala. Here comes the screen. And the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
I got this play. Let's go. Got ball. That's me.
To Thomas. Trying to cash in, Isaiah Thomas. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now a steal by Washington. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed.
The Lakers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Wizards have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
Great effort makes for great highlights. These guys are playing a relentless style of basketball that really suits them.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
That'll be out.
Hey, what's up, Gary? Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Washington. Into the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 32.
Beal to Anthony. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. To Danny Green. From the painted area, won't go down. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Lakers at the controls right now. Probing the defense. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Beal. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
Ish Smith. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Anthony to Smith. Fires the three. Missed it. To Danny Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Beal to Anthony. Down to 5 on the 24. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block. Smith goaltending. Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Quinn Cook up against Mahinmi. "24-second violation." Beal to Anthony. To Beal. Smith looking good. 4 for 5.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
And count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The assist from number 32.
It's Washington with the basketball.
I told you the screen was coming.
Beal. JaVale McGee. Huge block. Why even try that time?
I'm gonna start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Gets a shot up off the mark. Ish Smith, defended by Quinn Cook. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Anthony to Beal. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Anthony knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
It's Cook with the basketball. The lead is 15. Kuzma. That pass stolen by the Wizards.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Danny Green. Jan Mahinmi rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Washington basketball. Ish Smith. Oh, defender pulls the chair. JaVale McGee. Passed it off. Big finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Anthony. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Gordon with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Quinn Cook, defended by Melo. Here comes the screen. To Cousins. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Gets it in the right corner. Bradley Beal, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Beal. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Iguodala, guarded by Cook. Beal to Wall. Nice pass to set things up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Lakers ball. Gordon matched up with Beal. Joakim Noah snatching it out of the air. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Thomas with the basketball. Trailing by 15. DeMarcus Cousins with the block. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Iguodala's shot, no good. Won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers were solid in today's victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Wizards couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Washington Wizards.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Was cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Washington Wizards. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.